She goes over. So now as she starts to lunge and go forward into the spring, what I'm looking for is her whole sacrum to move with her. I'm not looking for her sacrum to go down to the floor. I'm looking for it to find the rest of her spine, so that now, when she lifts this knee by pressing down, we see even more of her go forward into the bar, go forward into the bar. Yes! Now she can lift her head, lift her shoulders, lift her chest, off that thigh, keep going till that leg presses up. Look how beautiful that line is right there. This is the strength we're gonna want when we do splits on the reformer. A feeling of pushing into both to go up. Then she's gonna re-lunge. You can start it as a lunge or you could start it as a dive. It is your choice. Right, put that knee down and then roll back up. A lot of people need to start their front split on a platform versus foot on the bar, okay? And that is absolutely fine. What would you prefer today?
Which leg are we doing?
Your good leg.
Bar's fine.
Bar's fine, okay. She's like, which leg are we doing? All right, now, the other thing I see is people not using a heavy enough spring, okay? Because they want to make it about how easy it is to slide out. The thing is this, you need enough spring tension that your body also feels the compression effect of the spring, because that's what the spring is doing for us. It's teaching us to work against compression. So standing in the middle of the carriage, she is on 2 red springs. The lightest I would do this personally for myself is 1 green. And usually I just do 2 reds, to tell you the truth, okay? Right? So she brings 1 foot to the center of the foot bar. And if you have 5 springs, it's over that center hook. Now the back foot has an option, okay? You can have an externally rotated leg where therefore the heel is in the headrest. Yeah, I'm sorry, put your hands down on the foot bar, right? In her externally rotated leg, I'm just gonna roll it up so you can see it. She's got a heel in the headrest and her outer part of her foot is wedged in the shoulder block. This causes external rotation. Front hip, front leg is gonna stay in parallel no matter what. Now the front leg, I'm gonna roll this up again, feels most secure and safe if you do the arch of your foot. You've got more surface area, you've got more bones molding around the bar, that bird on a perch place. More challenge, ball of the foot with the heel lifted. Now all of a sudden your contact point is reduced and you got to use a lot of that ankle stability. Here's the thing. I see so many people want to push with this leg. You see how then all of a sudden all this had to pop up, right? Right? That's not what I want. I want her to actually try and keep her sacrum right where it is in space in terms of height. And as she pushes through her back leg, she gets longer like she did towards the push through bar in the lunges we did. She comes even longer. It causes her chest to lift a little bit, eventually meaning her arms don't even need to be on the bar. Taking that scoop and curve. So what you see is this leg deal with the spring as the spring begins to increase. The initiation is this leg to start moving. Then as this leg feels spring and eccentrically lengthens, we are loading that. She should not drop into that. She should not drop. I should feel like, this feels so solid. Like, yeah, that's a solid sacrum. And if she wants to come forward, eventually the idea of lifting your arms should feel like, why wouldn't I lift my arms? And again, push from the back leg. Now here's where she needs it. It needs to feel like it's coming up into her hip. Thank you, and rise up, round back over. Now, the second option for this back leg is a parallel into the block, and she's kind of got to hop it. Now, this is way more challenging for the anterior front of the hip. When it was externally rotated, it gave her some adductor front hip. Now it's really like front hip and what I call corner quad, and it's even harder now, right there, to keep that lift up into. Right. Now, is she going to be square in her waist? Probably not, because one leg is hiked up on a bar and one leg is splitting back behind you. You can have asymmetry in your waist, but not dropping. No dropping down. She wants to feel the push of both legs coming right up into the strength and solidity of the back of that pelvis. There she goes, and she reaches. Now, at this point, if she gives me some twist, right? If it happened, if she's that person, then you got to bring it back. You got to rewind it and put it back together. Okay? Come on and down into a kneel.